that concludes the usual startup business. So let's get into this puzzle thing that I've got going here. I'll see you in a moment. Welcome to Mind-Bending Shenanigans, and back to Taiji, which, you know, doesn't really have a title screen to speak of, so we're just joining on the pause menu here, which is about the closest I can get. And that's okay. Previously, I solved this big meta puzzle and got an ending where I ascended into the heavens and turned into rainbows. And restored from some space beyond the souls of all the people that live on these islands. But I was never seen again. And then Dewey, who unfortunately will not be joining us today, mentioned that there's a whole area I haven't seen, and also some shit that I still haven't figured out. With regard to the little the little like marker switch thingers. And so I was deeply confused whatever that could possibly be. So I looked up a hint. Apparently, you can teleport with them. And Dewey's been letting me walk my happy ass all over this island. Just sitting there, letting me not teleport. I'm very angry. There's also the final area with the reverse logic thing. Which I'm not quite sure how to think about still. But I have a plan. Well, I have an idea. I don't know if it'll help, but we'll show that off in a bit here. I just want to go find one of these marker switch dinguses and see if I can figure out how teleporting works. Because I've drawn its shape. And I've drawn the reverse of its shape, and both of those are valid solutions for this panel. But that's not doing anything for me. So I don't really, because like I can't click on the map. I can't click on the map. I can. Hold on. Oh, okay, you just draw the shape of the place you want to go. Oh, pardon me while I remember what the hell every place is. That's one of them, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah. And then tree? Yeah. Okay. Well, fuck, that was simpler than I made it forever. Oh, and that one also. There we go. Now I can go wherever the fuck I want much more easily. Well done never showing me that, Dewey. Asshole. Nah, that's fine. Get all the way through the like, special extra content, never realize that there's fast travel. But like I alluded to in the stream title, Dewey also mentioned that there's a whole place I haven't seen, like, at all. And that's different from... That's different from the final area. Because I've seen that, but like, unless there's just like a door in a place I have not looked. Wait a minute. Where do those stairs come from? Or go?
I warned you about stairs, bro.
Oh, god damn it. Yeah, hold on. Oh, no. These are just here. Yeah. It just wasn't rendering the other side of the stairs. That's a face. Those faces are looking at each other as a waterfall happens over their noses. Is there shit behind this waterfall? Is that what I've missed? Have I just never checked that possibility? There's not a, what the hell? Whoops, pardon me. Sorry about that. Also, why does that screen say that there's an ad happening now? Because that should not be true. Why does that screen say that there's an ad happening now? Because my ad manager agrees that the ads have been warded off for 40 minutes. One moment. Yeah, okay. There we go. Now they're synced up. That's weird. Okay. Taiji. I didn't see a way for this to reach into the waterfall. So, I'm not convinced that it can, but like, I have been everywhere. I've been everywhere. On foot, usually, on account of not having known about the fast travel before now. So, if there was something that I have not accessed, I would need to have seen the front of it. Oh my god, this comes down for you if you're dead. Hey, you know that time that I left the elevator at the wrong side of this area and I had to walk all the way around? Turns out you did not have to do that. Oof. Also, I still haven't solved this goddamn shortcut. Just kind of feeling along walls for doors and things. Because if there's somewhere I haven't seen... If there's somewhere I haven't seen, then where's the access point to the somewhere I haven't seen? Presumably I also haven't seen it. But where have I not been to? Like, is there shit in the trees? It really doesn't feel like this game, based on everything that I've seen so far, would do things that you just can't see. Like, it's gonna be subtle as hell, or obfuscated in some fashion, but it's not gonna be something that I just can't see. There's going to be an environmental tell for whatever the damn ass hell I'm looking for. I just don't know what that is. I don't know what the damn ass hell I'm looking for. The only thing I have to go on is the fact that Dewey said I haven't seen it yet. Why? Hello, Oz.
Did I miss any mind melting?
I have learned how to use the marker switches after cryptic hints from Dewey last time.
Was there any chance you were going to figure that out on your own? Like, what I mean by that is, like, what was given to you in the game to tell you about the marker switches?
I mean, yeah, aside from them filling in the map and they're like being spaces at the map points, but nothing was clickable. Like, why show me the map, I guess. But no, I would not have figured to... I would not have figured to draw other places' symbols into it without that prompting.
Is it a specific other place's symbol, or is it all, or is it like any of them?
You can teleport to any location from any of the marker switches if you type, or if you draw
The picture of the other location.
destination's symbol, yeah.
Ah, well, that would have made getting around a lot easier.
Yeah, I was remarking on that before you arrived, that Dewey just let me walk my happy ass around this whole fucking island without saying anything.
The whole time.
There was a fast travel system the whole time, and nobody said anything.
Well, of course, the fast travel system being a puzzle in and of itself is like, well, sure, all right, I think they're allowed to do that.
But yeah, now that I've done it, the map shows their icons there, and I need only draw them to go there.
Oh, wow, that's crazy.
Yeah. You can't click the buttons once you've figured it out. You still have to draw the thing, but at least it's only a 3x3, so it doesn't super matter.
Oh, it takes like 2 seconds, yeah.
Yeah, whatever, fine.
Okay, so now that you have this information, what are you supposed to do next?
Well, the other thing I'm running around trying to find is Dewey also mentioned last time, and Dewey's not going to be able to join this time, which is frustrating, but, you know, life happens. But Dewey mentioned that there's a whole area I haven't seen. And, as mentioned, I've walked everywhere, multiple times. So if there's a thing I haven't seen, it's obscured from view in some fashion.
Is it in the minus world?
Not that I admittedly, I didn't check.
Yeah, I was about to say, you also haven't done the minus world, so...
It's true, I have not done the minus world.
Oh, this is so awful.
I did come up with an idea for how to maybe do the minus world, but
Is there stuff outside the minus world you haven't done yet?
Not that I know of. Well, okay, technically, yes, there is one thing I know of. And it's back here at the beginning. Because there's that spiral marker switch. I don't know how to interface with it just yet.
Oh, the big marker switch, yes.
Yeah. Because obviously I did the puzzle board and I got the ending where I diffracted into everything. But there's this enormous, like, 9x9 thing.
Which is attached to the outer switch somehow.
Yeah, it's attached to the marker switch. And I can't activate the marker switch until I solve this. And it's not a spiral.
You think that maybe you have to draw in the picture from the other side first? You have to find the other side, then it like opens a giant gateway into another dimension or something? You think it rips a hole open to the minus world once you solve the minus world or something? Do you see what I'm saying?
Oz. What's a 9x9 grid but a 3x3 of 3x3s?
Yeah, exactly.
This is the shortcut symbols that I just figured out for the marker switches, isn't it?
You just draw all 9 of them in the correct combination.
Probably.
Yeah, draw the...
Did you write those all down somewhere?
I remember what they are from doing the map just a moment ago.
Oh, okay, well, see what happens. It does sort of give you a tic-tac-toe grid, doesn't it?
Well, and the symbols are here in a particular order from each of the sub-areas to remind you,
what
too.
happens, I wonder what happens when you turn this on. I really do. No, it doesn't like it. Did you make a mistake somewhere?
Possibly. I may not remember what this one is.
Okay, well, go out to the wild world and find out. They can't be the same.
Oh, right, I know. The Tetramino one is what I didn't draw. There we go. Yeah, that's it.
Oh, that's awful. What does the button do then? The other button. Oh. Oh, is this just another fast travel point? Just put in whatever.
Yeah. This
God
is the
damn
final
it.
fast travel point, so now I can come back down
Fast travel
here.
point is the fast travel point to the thing that lets you end the game.
Yeah, cool. This would have been real useful had I not already done it all.
You know, that's really anticlimactic. That is extremely anticlimactic.
Oh, actually, wait. You didn't have to do this first. These symbols were visible on this 3x3 before. So yeah, that being the travel point would have... That being the start of the travel point awareness would probably have made running around for the meta hints behind all of this a lot simpler. But I didn't know about that then.
Oh, so you were supposed to have done this before you actually get the ending.
Yeah.
Now you know.
Immediately doesn't use the fast travel system.
Right. Yes, of course. Sorry, I've gotten so used to it.
Like a character in a Tolkien novel. Simpler methods of transport, and yet you walked.
So yeah, the only other thing I have to go on is that there's somewhere I haven't seen. And I don't know what that would mean for me. So my last thought on that matter was like behind something slightly. Oh, actually, you know what? Put my phone on Do Not Disturb because it will not stop going off right now.
Ding!
It is tangentially our fault, yeah. Nope, that's still just here. Still don't know what to do about this. But it irritates me. It irritates me that I don't have that one shortcut and I figured out so much else. But yeah, where haven't I seen? Where would it have to be that I haven't seen? I just don't know. Hey phone, how about not playing that video from Bloodborne Cart right now?
The Bloodborne part is awesome.
It is. Did you see the joined the race earlier?
No, I didn't.
I recommend it.
Okay, well, don't spoil it for me.
Okay.
I actually might give half of a damn. Okay, didn't I figure out that pillar in the water with you last time?
I thought you did, but I don't know why it's unsolved, yeah.
Oh god, you didn't keep the notes, did you?
Not for that one.
Okay, well, I remember how this works. So what you do is you write the sequence of zeros and ones that are on this pillar.
Oh, right. Yeah.
And then you write down the sequence, come the top down the other one, and then you slide them left and right with X's until it lines up.
Yeah, I do remember this.
Yes, so the question is, why is it considered unsolved? Like, did it not save or something? That's what I'm concerned about. This is just a shortcut too, isn't it? Isn't it just open that gate?
Yeah, and I definitely remember having done that.
Okay, well, I guess we're gonna do it again. So bust out Notepad and start writing down the ones and the zeros and the X's.
I'm doing it. Yeah, was it just that? Is it that simple?
Yes, it was that simple. You make the I think you had to mirror it once, I believe. You had to like offset it and then mirror it or something. It's like it's 01011. Isn't that one a 1 and those two are zeros and it's split up 1? Yeah, something like that. I forget exactly what it is, but like...
Oh, right, yeah. Sorry, I'm mirroring it incorrectly. So...
Yeah, that's what I was about to tell you. Because it's the pillar on the right is the one that's in the water, and you only have partial information on both.
Yeah, okay, so it's 01011001001. No.
What do you do about that one that's like half there and half not?
It doesn't exist.
No. The side rims that go a little bit above the wide bits.
Oh, I think that's an off section. Like
it doesn't have the
thin
extra
bits there.
thingy sticking out the side. Yeah. All right, sure.
We figured this out before, god damn it.
Yeah, it's especially irritating because it wasn't actually that hard the first time, but I can't help you do it any faster without having the sequences written down in a way I can see it on my screen.
I swear I had this written down previously. There we go. There. Fine.
Okay, the door's open now, and hopefully it doesn't close itself again.
Yeah, there's no manual save, so we'll just have to deal with...
Weird that didn't save then.
Yep.
I'm guessing the glowing spirals on each marker stone are this marker stone is now accessible from all the other ones.
The glowing spiral on each marker stone is just, like, the marker stone has been activated at all. Like,
Okay.
those came on even when I just did its own symbol. That's why I thought it was solved. Like, I didn't realize that there... I didn't realize that there was a higher purpose to these because the symbols were coming on when I was doing it, quote-unquote, wrong. Okay. Well, beyond the... There's somewhere I haven't seen at all, and I don't really know what the fuck that could possibly mean. I guess it's time for negative world. Like, the thing that's come to me is, like, is there shit in waterfalls? But, like, none of the waterfalls are reachable. Or, like, behind trees or something, but...
I think you just gotta go to the minus world. I don't think there's anything hiding behind waterfalls or...
Okay.
So I remember that we beat our head against the bottom left of this and really hated it and stopped wanting to think about it.
Yes. And I had, like I was saying, I had an idea. So let me...
On how to solve these?
Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and change windows to the whole desktop so you can see my, like, weird bullshit coming out here. I have a folder of screenshots. And I think it was this one in particular that I was...
Yes, this one I was talking about, like it being kind of like Sudoku or whatever, right?
Yeah, this was the one that I had.
You made this whole thing for with the red and the green and the blue squares.
Yeah,
for the
and
three
I
layouts.
thought that this would be better. Because I really don't know how to start thinking about this puzzle. Like, I understand fundamentally what I need to do. But I really don't know how to think about the... I don't know how to start thinking about the logic of this. Right? It's so divorced from everything else.
Well, isn't that the point of these minus world puzzles? That they're like notice, like look at the here, just wander around the whole minus world. There's only 4 of these, right? And they're all 3 overlapping like negative puzzles that you have to create with the fixed solutions.
Yep, there's
all
only
4 of them are sets of 3 negative puzzles.
There's only 3 of these, yes.
So for each individual, oh no, go to the middle. Go to the middle. I bet you're gonna turn all these on and there's gonna be one final Ultima fuck you 4 negative puzzle for each mechanic.
You might be onto something.
Given how zoomed out it is and the fact there's those 4 little dots there.
I mean, yeah, there's another something there. Oh, that's interesting.
What's the interesting?
Whenever I click somewhere where there isn't a thing to click on, I get that little, like, noise.
Okay.
I do not get it clicking on that.
On which thing?
The glowing thing in the middle of the tree.
Yeah, that's probably because it is an interactable. It's returning false instead of no interactable found.
Self-destruct button.
Yeah, sure, something like that.
Spiritual
Self-destruct button for all of reality, as I was saying.
I've seen people do that.
Okay.
So you want to do this one first? You're sure?
I don't know.
I guess you have this. I guess you have this thing written up. So you might as well, right?
I mean, if this helps me with this one, then I'll make one for the others.
Okay, so the set of rules is we have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8, and the dots within each connected or orthogonally connected single color region must add up to the number of tiles in each region, and you must place the dots in such a manner that the constraints hold true for all 3 layouts, which you've already outlined.
Oh,
Yes, that is correct.
sorry.
Okay, so the reason, when I look at this, I thought Sudoku. And the reason why I thought that is because you actually have, okay, let's make, can you open Notepad up underneath Image Viewer 6.4?
Sure.
I don't need that much space, so I think it'll all fit on one monitor.
You want Notepad or Notepad++?
I don't care. Regular Notepad's good enough. All right, obviously, like, scale that shit down. Yeah, okay, so how many distinct regions actually are there? 1, 2, 3, 4. So let's call these, go to the first set. Let's call these regions A1, A2, A3, and A4.
Yep.
Okay, now go to the second region. Okay, we're gonna
1,
call these
2, 3, 4, 5,
6, 7.
6, 7.
So there's B1, B2, B3, B4, B5, B6, B7. Yeah, and then the third one, how many regions are in C? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, C1, C2, C3, C4, C5. So what this means is anytime you place down a dot, it will add its value to exactly 3 of these regions.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And then you can write down the total for each of those regions. Like, do you see what I mean?
Oh, God.
So now, how big is each region? Now I want you to add that to Notepad. This is what I'm doing here is I'm turning this into a linear system of equations.
You sure
so
are.
So A1, we're doing it left, top to bottom, left to right.
Yeah.
They're all 9 in A1.
Yeah,
okay,
they're
actually really
all
helpful.
9.
That's really helpful. Okay. The second one, let's say B1 is 2, and B2 is 3, and B3 is that shit in the top right, so that's 6, right?
Whoops. Yes, 6.
And then B4 is
7.
I guess the oh, that's not what I would make B4. I would argue if we're going top to bottom, left to right, B4 is actually that one dark spot on the right side. Do you see what I'm saying?
Sure.
Yeah, so that would be B4, B8.
Yep.
And then B5 is 4. But you know, B5 would be the first thing on the third row, so that would be
the 7.
And then B6 is 4, and then B7 is 6. Okay, and then the third one is 2, 8. This one's very large. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 12.
Great.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Wait, I'm stupid. 8. That one's 8. And the last one is 6. So, yeah, maybe make that like size 12 or 14. Yeah.
12 it is.
Yeah, 12 it shall be. Okay. So now we know. Yeah, I know. This would best be done in like actually fucking Excel or something, but like, you know, like we don't have that luxury.
Let's get Google Sheets. No, it's fine.
Yeah. Okay, so now that we have the total list of the sizes of each regions, you now know what must be provided in each region. So copy all of these and set them all to 0. Copy paste it, make 3 more lines, and set them all to 0. Do you see where I'm going with this?
Yeah.
This will allow you to exhaustively solve it. Because then the above grid shows you which regions are impacted by each input. This will also tell you how much remaining space you have in each region.
I'm just gonna put a third copy of it down there for when I need to reset the whole goddamn thing. Okay.
So, which part do you want to do first? I think the right way to attack this problem is, think about this. So, from what I understand, the extremely small regions are the limiting factors here. Because every single region needs to have dots in it, right?
Yes.
Okay, so then, for example, B1 and C1. Look at C1. That'd be the third.
Yeah.
B1 and C1 are both 2, and there is literally only one way to do that, which is that. Yes.
Unfortunate.
That's a forced move, isn't it?
Okay.
Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think it's a forced move.
No, that's fair, because the only way to define that region is with the 2.
Yeah, okay. So now you go to your second copy and you set A1 to 2, B1 to 2, and C1 to 2.
And
right.
A1 has to get to 9, but we can cross that bridge in a second.
Okay, so now where would you put? How would you do B2, which is a 3?
In either of those spaces, so that they don't.
Well, no. Here's another thing to note. Because you can't use the 1, because then there's no way to get it to 3.
Yeah.
So it has to be the 3.
It has to be yeah, absolutely, and it needs to be in one of those spaces.
We don't know which one it is yet. But if you were to put it in this space, that would force the 1 to be in one of those 3 spaces. So let's look at that first and see if that's even physically possible. It looks like it is possible, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So if we do that,
Yeah, write down what's going on if
then
you do that. I would
this
actually
is-
make a copy of this
is
for
a-
every single. I would make a copy of this for every single operation you perform. Do you see what I'm saying? I assume you don't really disagree with that because of how many variables there are.
No, I love this. So that's A3.
It's A3, yeah.
Set to 3 so far. That's
And
B2
is 3.
is 3.
And that C2 is set to 3. The one that's an 8. Yeah.
Yeah.
C2 is set to 3.
is a 3 so far.
Okay. So you forced B2.
Yeah.
The next smallest one is B6, which is a 4.
Yes.
So where's B6? Is that the 4? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we consider that B6.
Yeah.
Okay. Where can you put a 4 for B6? It looks like actually 3 of the spaces are functionally equivalent. Because they all land in the same regions in the other 2.
Yes.
So your question is whether or not it ends up in
The one that's
A3.
not.
In A3. Yeah, that square. Does it end up in A3 is the question. Let's go look at A3. A3 is a 9.
Yeah.
However, it is currently a 3.
And there's
If you
no
were to
way
add the
to
4,
make
it will
it.
be impossible for it to reach 9.
Yes.
So in
So
fact, you actually
that's-
know for sure
that's
that
ruled
A3
out.
has to have the 6 in it actually, but we don't know where that's going to go, so we're not going to do that yet.
Yeah.
Do you see what I'm saying?
But
Okay,
this cell is definitely ruled out of being the 4. Yeah.
Yes. So the 4 has to be in one of those 3 cells, and it actually doesn't fucking matter which one you put it in.
Yeah.
Just fucking put it in.
Sure.
Doesn't matter. Okay. So that's B. That's A2 has a 4.
Wait. Every operation.
Yeah, every operation. A2 is a 4. And then what's
A2 is
B?
a 4.
Which B? This is
This is
B1, 2, 3,
B4.
4. No, it's not.
Before what?
B1, 2, 3, 4. It's B6. It's B6.
Oh right, yeah, this was B6. Right.
The really small one. That's why we're doing it this
Yeah.
way.
Okay. So
B6 is a 4.
That's the 4.
And then which C is it? 1, 2, 3. It's C3, the huge one. Yeah. Okay.
So that one's
Which
got
is
a 4.
which is almost certainly going to have the 8 in it, by the way.
Yeah.
Right. But we don't know where that is yet.
Well, unless
Okay,
the 8 and the 1 go in one of the 9s.
Well, now we have an interesting problem. There are no 5s.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Which means the next operation is either a 6 or a 1 and a 5. Where did we need that 1?
I'm gonna
actually-
wager that this 6 is where we need to aim now.
Well, let's go back to let's look at the top. Look at our current status versus the remaining spaces that we need to fill in and see if there's any 5s there. Do you see what I'm saying?
Oh, true, right.
Look at that versus the original at the top. Actually, wait, no. Okay, wait. Okay. Yeah, reverse the entire order of instructions so that we are moving towards the top. Do you see what I'm saying?
Precisely what I am already doing.
Yes. So we're making an undo stack. Do you see what I'm saying? Is that in order? Watch the top two are identical. So yes, it's in order. Okay.
Yeah.
So are there any
And
differentials?
then I
of
don't
1?
need this because we're just keeping a log.
Yeah. Do we have, and we know the first 2 was a forced move, so we don't need to keep the full 0 state. Do we have a differential of 5 in any of these squares? We do. C2.
Oh yeah, you're right.
C2 requires a 5, so go look at C2. C2 is this one. Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, that needs a 5 somewhere. So you can cross out that and that. You can't, if you put a 5 on the right side in there, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, it will be unable to add up to 9.
If I put
Actually,
it, if I put it here, then this region is satisfied.
And there is no other way to satisfy that region, but it blows that up. The 3
True.
and 5.
Yep. So that's ruled out.
Also, wait, hold on a second. Do you go back to the first one? If you don't put it there, how do you satisfy that 9 region? Because A2 also needs a 5.
We possibly use the 5 and 1 for the 6 down there. Then that ends up adding to 9 in A1, and the 5 and the 4 in separate regions here.
But then how do you put 5 in this region in C2? Remember, that was the original question.
Oh, C2, right.
Can you undo that, please?
Yes, back. Absolutely. I'm putting them back away.
Okay. I want to put the 1 away as well.
Yes.
So where do we put the 4? We put the 4 in A2.
I wish I had an undo key right now.
I know where you put it. It's in the top center of that tetromino.
Yes.
Because we determined it had to be in one of those 3 locations. We determined they were
right. Okay.
Okay, so do we have multiple positions that require a 5 to be satisfied that do not overlap? I want you to highlight all positions that require a 5 to be satisfied with your like glowy thingy. So that would be A2. Highlight all of A2. Because that requires a 5. Okay. Now what else needs a 5?
I don't think anything else explicitly needs a 5.
C2 needs a 5. It's 3 to 8.
Oh, right, yes, of course. So, both of those then, huh?
So what's the intersection of that? It's right above the 4, isn't it? It's that. That must be that. Put the 5 right there. See if I'm insane.
That breaks B2.
All right. Does that mean this stratagem does not actually solve this puzzle? Am I missing something? It seems like it's foolproof, which is why I'm like, well, what did I miss here? Because I'm trying to do forced moves in escalating size. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because I assumed that you can't do a 2 without a 2. You can't do a 3 without a 3. Right? Because if you were to put a 1 and a 2 in the 3 spot, you'd be literally incapable of filling that zone in the top left.
Yeah.
Are you absolutely sure the constraint of every single colored zone must have the exact number of dots in it is true?
Yes.
There have been no puzzles where that is not the case.
Yeah.
Okay, well then, I think... Is the 3 being there a forced move?
That was the thought, yeah.
Because if you were to place it in either of the other 2 spaces of B2, it would be added to the C or A2, which would become unsolvable because you don't have the 2 in it.
Correct.
Because it would be 7 out of 9. Okay, then, unless there's something we don't know about this puzzle, I think it's unsolvable. In the sense that, like, with this methodology, I think it's unsolvable. Are you sure that it applies to both light and dark regions and not just light regions?
It is contiguous regions, whether light or dark.
Okay. Oh god. Yeah, it turns out the fact that A1, A2, A3, and A4 are all 9s is actually extremely poignant for this because there are exactly 4 pairs.
Yeah.
2, 7, 3, 6, 4, 5, and 1, 8. And they have to be in each of these regions. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yes, indeed.
Okay. So let's look at this. Now that we supposedly have these constraints, which we actually don't because it doesn't fucking work, right? Like,
If they have to be in those regions,
yeah.
then we can at least do that much, right? And then
It solves one of
shuffle
them.
shit around.
Wait. If you light one of them up, can't you just resolve it? Will it light the other tile
No,
down?
sadly, you move the thing and it unsolves the thing.
Okay. So what you're saying is force solve one tile and then shuffle things on the other tile until the second tile is also solved.
Maybe.
Okay, well.
Because like this region needs the 6. I can just leave the 6 in it.
In the bottom right. Yeah. Okay, now what happens? That's the 7, right? Yeah, then move the 5. Turns out where you have to move the 5 is not real. Because it has to be C.
Okay. Well, in that case, the 6 can't be there, and this has to
Be the 5.
but you can't do
Go to A
that.
again.
Oh, you can't do that. I don't know how to think about these.
Let's try that. Let's try looking. Look at B. So the 2 mandates the 2, and you would think the 3 and the 4 mandate the 3 and the 4,
Yes.
right? Because the 2 can't be in both places at once, and it has to be that 2. So the 3 can't be in 2 places at once, so it has to be that 3. And this is all in the second grid. Is there a 5 as well that would force a 5? No, there's a 6.
No, there's not a 5. We counted that before.
There's two 6s actually, because the top right corner is another 6.
Yeah.
Okay, so go back to the thing. The 1 has to go there, and so does the 5. The 5 has to be in. The 5 has to be there, and also in a completely disparate region. And look at the other one. The 5 would have to be in 2 completely untouching regions here. So the 4, like, something is incorrect because the 5 would have to be in 2 different places at once. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yes. Yeah. Oh God. Ah.
Put the 5 and the 1 in the bottom right corner, so they're both in the same A region, as well.
Oh wait. A region. A region. In the bottom right.
Put the 5 or the 6s, and then put the 1 there, and then move the 6 off the grid entirely. Okay, now look at the B region. So now the issue is the 8. Now you've combined the 5 and the 6. Now you combine the 5 and the 1 in that way. See, this will fire on this board. If you hit the button, this will fire on board 2. Yeah, but then you look at board 1, and the issue is
we've got way more than we need.
Yeah, well, because you can't put the 8 anywhere in board 1 without putting the 1 there as well.
Yeah. Oh, I hate this.
Wait, no, stop moving.
What?
This is really good. Here's the reason why. The 6 is solid. Can you go to look at A board? So if you pull the 1, put it somewhere, just somewhere in the upper right. I don't care where. Just put it somewhere up there. Okay,
Hey.
now go look at board 2. We are down to literally the positioning of the 1 needing to be in 2 places at once, right?
Yes.
Everything else is solved. And that's because look at board 1 and board 2 again. There's no overlap between the upper right corner here and board 2. Like there's nowhere you can move left 1. Move the fucking, are you serious? Oh my god. Okay. I'm trying to look at the thing on the left, the fucking colors, and I'm so livid. Look at board 2 again.
Yeah.
So the 1 can't be in the dark space for this because the 8 is 8, right? It's the whole
Yeah.
thing. Okay. But it also has to be in the top right corner because it has to match the 8 elsewhere. So the 5 has to be somewhere else. But it also can't match with the 8 and count up with the fucking 6 for region A2 or A3 or whatever. Like the 1 doesn't work there because it won't combine with the 8.
Yeah.
It has to be in that upper right zone. It has to be. Because otherwise board 1 doesn't fire. Like, you see what I mean? If you look at board 1, board 1 doesn't fire because you need the 1 somewhere in that area. And it can't be in the bottom 2 spaces because that would make that a 9. Move the 8 up 1. Actually, no, wait. How many spaces are in the bottom right on board 3? 6. Okay, so that would imply the 6 has to be there, but the 6 isn't there because the 6 is all the way up there. Or it could be the 5 and the 1, except the 1 has to be in the top right, as we've already established. And the 1 can't be in region A3 and in the... Yeah, 1 can't be in 2 A regions at once. That would require the 3 there. And you can't pull the 3 from its current position for basically any reason. Wait, actually, look at board 2. Look at board 3. Is there a reason you can't move the 3, 1 to the left and 1 down? What happens if you do that?
It ends up being
nothing,
in this space, but
yeah,
that...
nothing violates though, right? Pull the 4 out of... Nothing violates. That's what I thought. That adds up to 8. That was the move. That was the move. That was the move. Put the 8, 1 to the up of the 1. Oh shit, not there. Is it 1 to the left of the 1? What happens to the... No, it's not. And it can't be 1... Is it? No, it can't be that one either. 2 to the left. That's it. That's it. Hit the button. Hit the button again. Hit the button again.
Oh! Whoa!
You did it?
Yes!
Okay, trash all the notes on this one. So I was actually almost right in that
Whoops.
the forced moves was actually part of it. You just lit one of them up.
Yeah.
So one of them was already lit up.
I don't know how one of them was already lit up because I haven't solved down here as far as I remember.
Okay, but let's not look a gift horse in the mouth and go do the other ones first.
Okay.
I guess that means you don't need this fucking crazy ass image viewer thing you made.
Yeah, I guess I'm just kind of seeing...
So, actually, you know what I just realized? My method would have worked if we had moved the 3. You know what I mean? like we had 2 positions to make the 3, and we did a Sudoku incorrect guess, and then we tried to solve it from there, and it was wrong. So we should have backstepped up and looked for alternative places to put the 3. Then it would have worked.
Okay, so
Okay,
now
is this the reflecty boys?
Yeah,
Except
the
all
rotational
the pieces are
symmetry.
diagonal though, so it allows for rotations.
yeah,
of
we
everything
just
always.
have to identify which places are the same.
Okay,
And
is this,
I think, frankly,
is
this one
light
is
colors only?
nope. It's all contiguous regions. I think, frankly, this is probably the most restrictive.
This is probably gonna be the easiest one, actually. Yeah.
Because, like, that's the axis for these. Wait. Yeah, that's the axis for these shapes. And then somewhere in the squares is valid for the squares.
Okay, so then if you hit the button, it lights up for 2, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So then let's look at board 1. Board 1 looks like it has a large dead zone, which is that fucking wild ass thing in the middle, right?
So that's not actually a dead zone, turns
okay,
out.
it's internally symmetric.
Yes.
I see.
As long as the pieces are in the same place, mirrored about the center of the object, then it'll be rotationally symmetrical to itself.
Okay, so let's go look at the second board again, because we have 2. Move both of the blues to the right one, and the second board will still fire, right?
Oh, to the right one?
Yeah, and the second board should still fire, right?
No.
Oh, I see the issue. Move the upper right blue down left one. That'll fire. Okay, now look at the first thing.
Yeah,
So obviously that's not right.
We have to
Obviously
have
that's not
only
right.
one color inside of this thing.
Yeah, that thing is the most constrictive thing in the entire area. So, and the whatever's in those squares are basically free moves essentially in the second board.
Yeah.
So we can ignore that for right now. I would say that the most constrictive board is this one, I think.
Yeah. Also, nothing can be in this space on this board.
Yes.
Because that shape never shows up again. Neither does this shape.
Neither does that vertical line on the right.
Correct.
And those 3 triangles are bad news. The 3 like L shapes are bad news because there's 3 of them.
Yes. So
And the single squares are safe though.
yes, something in this board has to go on those. Just pick a color and those have to be there.
Yeah, so that's a forced move. Let's look at the other 2 boards, see what that means. Yep, that's safe
yup.
there. It's safe there. So now those are dead from there. Look at the third board.
And then that's
Yep,
safe
those
for
are
here.
forced moves.
Okay.
Excellent.
All right. Now these
are there any other
these
paired-
L's face the other direction from these ones, so this is fine, and actually those are already in a fine place. Does that? Yep, that's in a fine place.
But it's not,
Not
here
in a
because it
fine
would have to be
place
on the you'd have to be
here.
on the opposing axis of.
Damn.
So we can't place them in a different position. Shuffle the blues along those L's. No. Don't move them on the other side entirely. Shuffle the blues along the L's one space at a time and check the other boards and see what it looks like.
I suppose that's fair. Yeah, we'll put them in the corners, and then we'll look at these.
Good.
That's true here.
Avoided the things.
That's
But-
not true here.
Okay, shuffle them
Next
over
one.
again. Okay.
Still
good.
true. Now we
True.
are in the same
Okay,
shape.
do not move those.
So that's set. And then the final constraint.
I don't know why you're
is...
making them glow when they already have shit placed on
I...
them.
Shut up. It's fine.
Okay. Yes. No.
Yes. Yeah, that's it.
What the fuck? Okay, another fucking subspace ripple. All right.
Okay. Turns out I can just see the matrix now. I guess.
What you just did? Well, we did agree that one was probably going to be the easiest one, right?
Well, like I spent this last week, Danny, trying to like you know, how the fuck do I think about this? Fucking around with colors, fucking around with Notepad occasionally.
And now it's just all coming.
And now it's just, I can just see how it
The
works.
Matrix. Your mind has been sufficiently bended. You are now operating in the 5th dimension.
Perfect. Okay, so...
Okay, this is the shit I wasn't here for, so what's this one?
So the number of lit petals on these little flowers means how many matching neighbors that cell has to itself.
As
So,
in
like,
matching color neighbors, with
yes.
purple being at 0 and orange being 1. I'm not sure what
Yes.
those colors are for you, but purple, you put the 4 purple one down.
Yeah, so that one has no matching neighbors. So it would be
So that's a
satisfied.
forced move. As per usual, they give you a forced move.
Yeah.
Well, actually, no, because you could have put that in the bottom left,
That's
right?
still true here, and it's still true here.
And it wouldn't have been true in the bottom left because it's true only 2 of the times. So that means that space is a dead zone and cannot have any of the other flowers placed there ever.
Correct.
Now that you don't have the 0 flower, you can start marking dead zones everywhere on any board where there are no matching neighbors. On any of the boards. Do you see what I'm saying? Like that. That's a dead zone. The way you're currently highlighting is a dead zone. Now start looking for... The dead zone is... The top right's a dead zone. Because of that.
Because it's,
on board
it's
3.
different.
On board 3, it's different.
Yeah.
And then
I think
that's also a
this
dead
one
zone.
is also a dead zone now. Yeah. I don't think
Are there
there's...
any
I don't
other
believe
dead
so.
zones?
No.
Yeah, there are. On the 3rd board, the space right underneath the purple boy is a dead
fair.
zone.
Those are also
Those
both
are dead
true.
zone. And then,
And now I think we're out.
okay, so now that you've highlighted all possible dead zones due to the rules of the first flower, pick up the second... Actually, pick up the 4th flower. Pick up the last one. That's probably the other hardest one to place, right?
Yeah. One valid
other...
position is here.
Okay, now let's look at... Yes,
Still valid.
yes.
Still valid.
Yes.
In fact,
Okay.
I don't think there's any other positions that are valid.
Yeah, okay. Now, yeah, there are no other positions that are valid, therefore there's no dead zones to mark for this flower.
Correct. But that's 2 flowers placed.
We post the most restrictive flowers. Okay. And then the second most restrictive flower is either the single adjacency or the triple adjacency flower, and that's up to you to decide which one you want to do first. I think triple adjacency.
I was also
personally.
thinking triple adjacency, because like that'll put us here or here or here on this board.
Okay, so now instead of marking where the just place it in
Let's
one of those
just
3
pick
places.
it and see if that works.
Can you place it adjacent to another flower?
Yes.
It doesn't. Okay, cool.
Okay, so this doesn't work.
So for example, that doesn't work. Yeah, where does that go? No. Fuck you. Absolutely not. But left of it works.
Yeah, looks like left of it will work in a couple of these spaces. So we'll mark that
put it
and
there.
move it once. Works here. Seems to work here.
Okay. Now do this. Now do the single petal flower.
Single petal, 1 matching neighbor. At this point,
Start.
could be here.
Okay. Now go to the second board.
Fails. Could be
Either of those spaces.
Here.
Try the upper one. Okay. Second board. Yes. Third board.
works. Works.
Yes. Hold. Okay. Last flower.
2 matching neighbors.
Okay, pick that space down right of the all purple flower. The one that is surrounded by dead zones and the single black space in the upper left-ish. Do you see what I'm saying? That'll work. Okay, now what does it do on the second board?
Not valid.
No. Okay, pull it out. Go back to the first board.
Other one I was looking at was over here. This, like...
Those 2 spaces?
Oh, but that's a dead... that works.
That wasn't a dead spot. Yeah, or the bottom right corner.
Yeah. Well, let's
Okay,
check
what happens
this,
to the second
though.
board?
Okay,
No,
so that
bottom right
fails
corner.
there. We will try
Just-
bottom right corner. Succeeds. Succeeds.
Smash the buttons.
Warm.
I think the dots one was by far the hardest one.
Cool, I picked the worst one to begin.
So
Alright.
the bottom left one says it's turned on, so...
But I still want to solve it.
Alright.
I don't know why it's turned on.
This is probably the second worst one, actually.
Sometimes it just happens, you know?
I think this is the second worst one.
Yeah, possibly.
Oh god, alright. Call all the things off. Yeah, okay, good. So what are the rules of this one? This one,
exactly 2 in any
Okay.
given contiguous shape.
okay. Would you like to start with the regioning with the A1, A2, A3, etc., and then have there be a 0, 1, 2 marker next to all of them after marking dead zones where things cannot possibly be placed? I think that the mixture of the flower dead zone strategy and the like compulsive undo history with all regions tracked will do this one in.
I don't know if that's strictly necessary. Because like we have
It's
all
not
these...
strictly necessary, but it does. But the entire like eastern half of the board is kind of like a tumor, if that makes sense. Like,
It's not a tumor.
isn't that also a dead zone just by virtue of the fact that you can't match it in this one?
True.
Congratulations, it's aggressive.
Thanks, Danny.
You're welcome.
Okay, so yeah, the entire right column of the board is...
Is dead,
Off
and
limits.
also a couple of the squares next to them are as well.
Yeah. Well, that simplifies our job a lot. Just not needing to worry about that.
Just not looking over there.
Yeah, this board is just 5 by 6.
If only we could put those. If we could like get like one of those like streamer overlay like black rectangles and just block it out, you know. Like, it's not there.
Okay. So,
Now, we'll just
Ignoring
average
that
zones,
space.
we look for forced moves.
ignoring that space, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 regions here. Ignoring
dots do we
that
have?
space, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 regions here. This has to be where we start.
How many dots do we have?
8.
Okay, so that means that yes, that's what I was gonna say. This one does not have a every region must have a pair of diamonds in it rule.
Correct. They
So
just
that
have
means
to
that
be
the
paired.
next constraint is num regions. So you have correctly identified that there are only actually 4 regions in this one. Therefore, all
And there are also
8
only 4
yes.
regions in this one.
Yep. Okay.
So probably
So the question is, which region is the dead region in this one? And we don't know that yet.
yeah. In fact, it might be the big one.
Well, we don't know. You don't want to make guesses. Though what you could do is, because is this the only board with 5 regions?
Correct.
Kill a region and then try and solve the other boards.
So yeah, let's look at that as though that whole region's just dead to us, because otherwise
Yes.
it would connect too many things over here.
Yes.
We have a pair. We have a new dead region. We have a region. We have a region. We still have a region.
Okay, then put the diamonds down there.
And in this one, we have a pair, a new...
Dead zone.
So no, that does not work, because I don't have a place to put them.
You've completely killed another region by doing that.
Yes.
So go back to board 3 and cut, and then also that extra space you killed.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay, so it's not that one. Let's try the next biggest region.
That one.
Yeah, all right.
Okay. So region. That's fine.
Yeah, okay.
Region.
Region.
That's fine.
Okay, then see if it's possible.
Okay. So now let's think about new dead spaces.
They're making more of those?
Actually, I think they are, yeah. I mean, they made the remakes, like...
So that one's forced. That's one of the regions. This is the other of the regions. Is that... Yeah. No.
No.
No, it does not. Damn it.
Well, actually, those aren't even necessarily forced moves, are they? Because actually they are, because they're the 4 regions you're playing with.
Yeah.
Okay, so when you restrict it to these 4 regions and then you play the 2 forced moves because there's 2 things, then it fails. So
Yeah, so
uncut
this,
that out,
this must be wrong as well.
then try cutting out the 3 instead.
Oops. Yeah, let's try
try
cutting
cutting this
that out. We have
No,
one
that
region,
kills the region.
two regions,
That kills
three
the
regions.
region.
That kills this. So the 3 is not the one that we need to remove.
That means that one of those two spaces is the dead region.
And it might be that one because of the...
Line up of the other three.
Well, hold on. 1, 2, 3. We've killed 4. It's not this
No, we
one.
haven't. No, you haven't. No, you haven't. Because you go here, you can place them
Oh,
there.
right, yep.
Do
okay.
that. That's the forced move now.
Yeah, okay.
By having killed this region, that's the forced move. So now see what happens.
Separate
Okay,
regions, separate regions.
looks good to
and
me.
then this is in that big one.
Okay, so now that
Okay.
you've done that, now you've done that, I was gonna say, draw out the entire big boy.
Oh,
Because he's been filled
fair,
with this one.
fair. That has been satisfied in this shape.
Okay, then where can you put the other stuff? It looks like
1,
that. The
2,
other
3
force move, the
regions.
double, right?
1, 2, 3 regions. Yes.
The
4
double
regions.
on the.
The other
That
this
double,
thing,
yeah, the force move, yeah, put those in, and then, there's no more satisfied regions, right?
This one
No,
is
that's
satisfied
satisfied.
now,
And then mark this as dead.
and the other one is satisfied now.
Do those last 2 spaces work?
Yeah, they have.
Yeah, they
That'll
do.
end up pairing with that one. That'll end up pairing with that one. Ah, no, we.
Where do we screw up?
Oh no, you're right. This is still fine. This is still fine. This ends up being forced for this particular region in this board. Those
Which
are
pairs
now
that one and that
paired
one.
there.
And then you place the other 2 in the top right. Right?
Yes. Yes.
Hit the button, hit the button, hit the button.
Okay.
Alright,
For
bitch.
some reason, that thought it was solved already. I don't know why or when, but here we are. Okay.
I am God.
Show me bullshit.
Oh my.
All reality is a board now.
Don't look at it. No, you're destroying the universe.
I didn't click on anything. Oh, it's doing. It wants me to do it.
That's what I told you to. Didn't I tell you you were going to destroy the universe? This is some real mist shit, isn't it?
Black.
So one of the endings in white, and the other one's black.
Yeah. Oh God, my cursor's being constrained by gravitational push. Ah, my cursor is the sun. Okay, so one ending we became gay rainbows and restored life. The other ending we destroyed the universe and became the sun.
So what you're saying is
I don't
that
think you destroyed. No, I don't think you destroyed the universe. I
gay
think you
to
just
be a
are
good
the sun
person.
now.
Oh. Oh yeah.
Yeah,
now it's just a sunset.
Yeah, you just are the sun.
Alexa, play some vaporwave. Got a pixel art sunset.
Is that a fucking keyhole?
Window. Archway and something else. And
What?
we have been sealed in a crystal. What?
Oh, good. That
Who sealed us in a crystal?
Yes.
What the fuck is this from? We are in a birdcage.
In a crystal.
In a
Hanging from the
crystal.
ceiling, of course.
Yes. Oh. And then we fucking died.
No, I think you're fine. Get up. What did I just tell you?
shit.
No, she's fine.
Credits. Credits. Okay, we have now found both endings?
I'm not sure which ending was better. I think the first one was better.
I mean, I guess strictly this was the first one, right? Because the other one required knowing about the meta shit.
Whereas this one required just... So this is the straight line default ending, right? Because you just walk through the thing into the minus world, do the minus world puzzles, and destroy the minus world.
Yeah.
And then the other one requires you to do all the fancy meta shit, and you, like, fucking ascend into gay heaven and whatnot, which is, like, probably the better answer.
Yeah. But also, there's still supposedly a thing that I have not seen, according to Dewey. who, again, I wish was here this week to clarify what the fuck that means, because I have now gotten all the achievements, so whatever is not...
Oh, there might be a hidden achievement. Hold on.
There isn't!
Yeah. Does it say you've earned all the achievements? Congratulations.
Yeah, you've earned 12 of 12 achievements. White and black were secret.
Black is ... and white is question mark. Okay. Yeah, that's great. Thanks. What thing are you not sure about? Like, if I was to Google something, what would I Google? Right before... No, that's it. Right before you destroy the universe, that one. You can probably just walk away from it.
Oh, also I have a puzzle counter now. 384.
Oh, so doing the black ending gives you the puzzle counter, because I'm assuming it's the main ending, and doing a white ending is like the quote-unquote... Wait, which one's listed first as Steam achievement? It's black, right?
Yeah, black is the first ending, and then white. Even though I unlocked them in the other order.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, then black is the normal ending, and white is the secret ending, because it requires the meta shit. And you said you had 384 puzzles?
Yes.
Yeah, the puzzle counter wasn't there before.
Correct. What's the maximum number of puzzles? How much am I missing?
I'm Googling that right now.
Okay, awesome. Alright, well, we've achieved both...
I have bad news for you. Do you want to know?
Sure. How many am I missing?
400. There are 445 total.
The fuck you mean there's 445?
There are 2 secret
Maybe it's
areas.
that secret area.
There's 2 secret areas. Oh boy.
And
Okay.
yes, one of them is behind a waterfall.
Was there a prerequisite?
If you haven't found them still, the areas are both in places that frequently hide secrets in video games. One of them is behind a waterfall, and the other one is at the very start of the game. There are 445 puzzles in Taiji.
What other bullshit is there at the start of the game? They're behind waterfalls. So I was onto something. But I don't know how to get to any waterfalls that they would be behind.
Well, I didn't see what... Well, okay.
Also, this fucking shortcut saved, right? Good, thank you.
Oh, so you're gonna hate this. Alright. You know how okay. You know the huge waterfall that lands in a pond?
Yes.
There is a door that is not... You don't actually walk through the waterfall. The door is just obscured by the waterfall being rendered in front of it. Do you know where the waterfall is that lands into a pond?
Is it the one that's here?
No, it's not the full pond. It's like a little tiny basin.
Oh.
Artificial, made of marble.
Oh, yes. Easiest way is probably...
I think it's actually that little cup right there at the bottom right, isn't it?
No, that's this
that's this thing.
mixing bullshit.
Okay, well it's not.
Though I had to take the path by that basin to get down here, I believe. Yeah, this one.
Yeah. So.
Oh my god! It's just behind.
You see the door now, right? Yep.
I'm so angry.
Welcome to secret area. Okay, that's secret area number 1.
I walked down here and Dewey didn't say anything. Good job, Dewey. Good job, Dewey. I hate you.
Secret area number 1.
Okay. Well, that's not necessarily forced, is it? That could also be how this works. Alternately, we could do that.
Thank God we're not
pair
like
off a
buying
few
this world
things.
puzzles again. You do realize you're gonna have to deal with those pairs, right?
Yeah. The fuck's that? The fuck is that?
Oh,
You summoning demons? What was that noise?
I don't know. I don't know what it sounded like. What happened?
It sounded like you were summoning demons.
Like quietly in the background?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I don't know what I was doing, but I'm sorry.
Nope, that's still not. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear. How do I fucking do this? Oh, you have to know how to do everything before you can come in here anyway. Okay, cool, great. These need to be in pairs, and these corners are forced in some fashion. Can't go that way.
Bag's done.
Neat. It can go that way. That's
what I was about to tell you to do, was something like that.
In a bag.
Wait, no. Put that back in. Just cut the square right below the that.
Oh, okay, sure.
Oh, I can see why this is the secret area. It rapid fires difficult puzzles of the 4 main mechanics at you.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah,
Okay.
we just fucked up the minus world. They don't have a chance.
So this is forced off. We know that. These are color... I don't believe there is a way to make these distinct regions without them crossing each other. Hold on. 10. 10. No. Okay, fine. You won't just let me do that. I don't fucking know. Every answer constrains some part of this.
Do realize that because there are only 3 pairs here, and I don't think they add up to the total size of the grid, you're gonna have dead spaces somewhere.
Yes. The total size of the grid is 30, and these numbers all add up to 28. And I already tried just doing that. It's like, it's just one giant fuck-off region. Fuck you. And it doesn't like that. But there isn't a great... I thought the colored pairs, or the colored ones had to be in pairs. Or they just need to be distinct, actually. Yeah, okay. So they just need to be distinct. So that's the 4, and it's sort of forced. That has to at least come up here, and it needs 2 more. And since it needs to be isolated, then this needs to be filled in. It doesn't feel right to just guess. But I don't know that there... It really doesn't feel like there's enough here to restrict me. Because if that's that 5, and this is that 5, then we'll constrain it with something like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I see. 6. makes this one, of course, doesn't it? So we'll do that for that one. 3, 4, 5.
Put a solid square,
5, 1, 2,
Oh,
3,
okay, you're doing
4,
something
5,
else.
6.
That works too.
If we break them off like that, then we're satisfied again. We've got a region of 6, a region of 5, another region of 5.
You're gonna need a dead space. You're gonna need a dead space in the corner because you have more squares in this grid than you can have in the contiguous regions for the dice.
Yep. 1, 2,
Make a tetromino,
4.
S shape. No, because that doesn't cut off. You need to
Fair.
isolate the capacity for that one to expand into a 4 space. See, that's the issue. I knew that those 2 4s actually thought were going to be the hard part, but because you can't just make them both boxes.
Yeah. Oh boy.
Stop.
Yo.
Wait. Okay. Take the upper right corner out and put it down left of it. Hit the button.
There we go. Okay.
That's what I was trying to tell you to do earlier.
Okay. Got it. Oh, hey, we have some with more forced moves. That has to happen. That has to happen. This has to happen. This has to happen. This has to happen. This has to happen.
Meaning that those flowers have to be diagonally striped.
Yeah. That has to happen. These need to have no matching neighbors, but it's not actually necessary. Not clear whether this has to happen. These need to have exactly 2 matching neighbors, so I think...
do that in that. Yeah, there you go.
Sure, fine. Why was this hard?
That one was just artwork at that point.
Yeah.
Is your counter going up, by the way? If you like load save? Yes, it is. You're at 384. You're at 387 now.
Yep. Okay. So these ones are straight lines, meaning no rotation. So this makes that necessary, which makes that necessary.
But you can't just isolate the orange guys.
Yeah.
Because
And they
wait, I have
can't
an idea.
they
I
can't
have an
be
idea.
exactly the same shape. So whatever we do to constrain needs to be perfectly duplicated between these.
Cut inwards.
Sorry, this is a bad idea. Let me start that again.
No, actually, what you were doing looked like the right idea.
I just realized that, like, I need to constrain like this.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. Is you have to do that cut inwards to take them out. Just random shape to constrain it.
Sure, fine,
Yeah,
whatever.
you could.
Done.
Okay.
Oh!
Oh, it's a marker switch for the secret area, which is not on the map for the marker switches, is it? This wasn't on the thing for the.
But I bet you I can go there.
I wonder what happens if you do. Go to the original area.
Draw penis. Yeah, it takes you here. So
You see what I'm saying, though, right?
it's here.
Go back to where the fucking 9 switch for the white ending was, because that didn't require the secret areas. Does it now recognize that you have more marker switches available?
I don't think that one shows up. Yeah, that one does not show up on the map. You just need to know about it.
Oh my god.
So theoretically, if I... Okay, hold on. I have to know now.
If you input the marker switch back here, you mean?
Yeah, I need to go back to, like...
Before you knew about this area.
I need to go back to before I knew about that area. What if I just draw the shape for... No, I cannot go there before I have found its marker switch. Okay.
That's what I mean. That's what I assume, right? Because that's how it worked for all the other ones.
Yeah, I figured I would check. What in the ever-loving shit?
Is it a whole gigantic secret area?
It's a whole gigantic secret area inside the island with bonuses for everything.
You
Apparently,
played the
if I was
wings.
counting the puzzles right, this is a whole like fucking like 15% of the game too.
Yeah, looks like.
Oh,
Wait, what are these? What the fuck are these?
is there a new
Those
mechanic now?
are mine crocs.
Also, this is a head.
Oh,
Yeah,
it
that's
is.
what I said. It's a giant head. Wait, it's like a dude with his arms outstretched, like it's like Atlas holding up the world.
Oh yeah, it is. Neat. Okay. Well, we got in here.
Oh my Jesus! It's awful. Look at the second and third boards.
Okay, well, those have to be on the same color. Those have to be on the same color.
I guess it doesn't matter what order you do all this shit in, does it?
Right? So if we just do something like that, well, that isolates two of them, doesn't it? Yeah. That much works so far. That much works so far. That much works so far. There's not a great way of making these happy. Unless we do that. Sure. Fuck. Oh, that has to be off. Oh, Jesus! Except that fully isolates this one. Oh, God. Oh, no. Oh, no. That has to be contiguous. This has to get out somehow. It has to attach to one of these. Those are satisfied. I need to link up with this one since it's forced on.
I do find it funny how you said probably the last episode of Taiji. You
I-
missed 2 secret areas.
Yeah. Yeah.
Actually, this might be the only secret area I missed because they said the other one was at the beginning, which was probably the switch that triggers the white ending with the meta puzzles.
True.
This is probably the only thing you haven't seen.
How the fuck do I connect you to anything? This has to be on. And it has to be included in this whole mess. Because there's no way to connect this to anything without including one of these, which forces me to include the other one, and now that's we've cut the corner. But now I need to reach a black diamond without...
Have you tried reaching a different black diamond?
I need to reach a black diamond without crossing another orange, because I already have a pair of oranges in the line.
Are you sure having this giant thing set up is actually the right thing to do? Is it? It's because the 2 whites, right, that are lit up.
Yeah.
Because the other light has to be dark, because you can't change it.
Yeah.
So that one has to be dark by force. Meaning you have to go the other way because you can't cut them in half. You have to go the other way. That's like
Spiral.
Like, yeah,
Maybe.
you have to go the other way.
Some kind of nested spiral bullshit.
You can see how I'm saying that, though, right?
Yeah.
Geometrically, it's not possible to do it the way you were originally trying to do it.
Okay, so I need to include one of those, but I can't block off the black diamond. I need to include one of those. I still think I need to include that. Which means I need a black diamond again. Does that break anything? It does. Yeah, so we'll do that. These now
No, you
exist.
you can't do that. What the fuck did you just do? You can't do that because one of the diamonds is forced black and two of them are forced white, so the fourth diamond has to be black. Sorry, okay. The white diamonds, currently, 3 of them are lit. That top
right.
one that you have
Yes. Yes. Okay, sorry, I forgot about
see
that
how
one.
see how you can't toggle it because the other 3 are forced? Like how if you look at the orange diamonds, you have toggle over 2 of them, but they have to be opposites because there are 3 darks and 1 white forced. Does that make sense?
Is that what I need? 2 black, 2 teal, 2 white, 2 purple, 2 orange. And then there's... Oh, that's sealed off again. Damn it! Oh, wait.
Yeah.
There we go.
Wait until you figure that out.
And now solve the puzzle in widescreen.
The IMAX edition.
Okay, so it's the black diamonds again that are going to cause a problem. That one is lit. That means that the path has to come down here. Then presumably has to escape that way. We can't connect that because then that'll immediately... Yeah, we cannot connect those two because that'll immediately lock some stuff off. So this has to connect over here somewhere. This line needs to connect to this somehow. Possibly picking up that orange. That orange? A teal? Maybe? No. We still need to collect white somehow. God, I hate this. There's so much. Here, what tells me about the new thing? What's up with this? Oh god.
I have a feeling this is going to tell you what the new mechanic is.
Oh god. Oh no. Oh no. It has to be true as I work my way out.
Actually, is this going to tell you the rules, or is it just single dots, just the same single dots you had earlier, where it basically means that they have to be checkerboarded?
Are those different colors than each other? Those
Yes,
sixes?
the one on the left is white, and the one on the right is teal.
Oh, okay. Colorblind compatibility mode going on. Okay, in that case, then this is forced in a way. Oh, wait, no, they're all different colors. That's still orange. Oh, boy.
All three of them are different colors, yes.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go.
Do you need me to tell you what color some of these are?
Yes.
Okay. Everything that's in vertical line with the 6 on the right that's blue.
This is all
blue.
teal.
That's all teal.
Except
The
that.
shit in the bottom right is pink. And then
Okay.
the 3 next to it is white.
Okay.
Nothing else is orange.
Okay, so I cannot possibly turn those on. That's not enough. Jesus Christ. This is absolutely incredible. But fuck off. Okay, what's the new thing?
Keep looking around. The tutorial is a new thing. God, these look awful.
This is not the hollow squares. Those looked different. Oh. Wait, no,
This
hold
is
on.
obviously a spiral design, though.
This is actually fine.
Yeah, it's obviously a spiral.
Each of these arms needs to be 9, perfectly constrain each other, and
Yeah, this is
just
just a
meet their
spiral
colorful endpoint.
Yep. Okay. This is just a spiral design. I say, it is obviously not a spiral design.
No, right? Yes, of course.
Okay. Can you look to the left? Like, go all the way over to the left.
There we go. All the way over to the left?
Yeah, I want to see if you can find whatever the hell teaches you about the... Also, is it just me, or is everything in here shaped like faces and heads?
Yeah, everything in here is shaped like faces and heads, yes.
Okay. Is there anything in here that teaches you what the hell those, like, hollow dots are?
I've seen hollow dots before, and they mean, like, they have meant subtract 1 from your dice pips.
Oh, they're negative dice?
But they didn't look like that. The negative dice I have encountered were definitely square. This is definitely, like, a little rounded.
Can you give me an example of one of these things? Those... Oh, these. Yeah.
Yeah, these are...
That's not a -1. That's a different symbol.
Yeah.
Can you show me... Are there any -1s in any of these puzzles? Wait, is that a -2?
Okay, maybe these are the hollow squares, and I just haven't seen them in a while.
What happens when you step on it? Why is stepping on it a thing?
So these ones you have to trace a contiguous path by walking it.
Which starts at the -2.
Yes.
Why don't they just let you draw it with your finger?
Because it has to be contiguous, and that's how they chose to teach you that it has to be a single path that does the rule. Okay, well, this is an amazing discovery, and I hate it.
No reason to go out of here. There's nothing else out of here you don't have, you know?
Yeah.
Does it look like there's like 51 puzzles left in this area? I think there's 51 puzzles left in this area.
Yeah,
So
you know,
it looks
that's
like,
a
right?
good question. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Sorry, which one are you counting? 7, 10, 14.
What? No, wait, 10? No, you've already done those, though. I'm counting the ones you haven't done yet.
Oh, yeah,
8,
duh,
9,
of
10,
course.
11, 12.
Yeah,
I'm
okay,
counting
fine,
up to...
fine. Yep, good.
I'm counting up to... What is it, 50 something?
Yeah.
13, 14, 15, 16,
17, 18,
17,
19,
18, 19,
20,
21, 22, 28.
24, 25, 26, 27, 28.
33. 35. How many are behind that tree?
1.
1. 36. 40. 41. 44. 47. 50, 51, because I don't think we counted these 4. Yeah, 51. That's the counter. That's what I said. There are 51 puzzles left.
Oh, good,
Hey,
and they're all
open the thing.
here.
Open the thing again. Yeah, 394 plus 51 equals 445. So okay, if you beat this giant cavern, you have 100% of this game.
Great! Time to take a brain break, also an ad break. We will be back in a moment. Oh, my head. Alright. We return to the bonus area of Taiji.
That's rough, buddy.
So why is this one board a different color than the other 3 boards? What's up with this? You need one matching neighbor. No, I can't do that because that'll isolate the corner. I can't do that because I can't leave. How do I make one matching neighbor on these in a way that I can walk away? What? I'm gonna have this problem no matter which way these face.
Yep.
There's no way... There's no way to give these one matching neighbor. And walk on them. Unless I end the path there. Maybe I'm meant to start with this one highlighted, and I don't know. I don't know why it's highlighted a different color. I don't know. This one requires no matching neighbors and immediately has one provided. So the path will have to touch all of these. If this is touched, this will need exactly one matching neighbor, which would have to be the end point of the path. This one requires 3 matching neighbors. The path has to go here, therefore it has to go through all of them. This one requires 2 matching neighbors. If the path is here, it has to go through all of them. This one requires 1 matching neighbor.
Meaning you go through it
Meaning
and double back.
I must not go through it. I can't double back.
Oh, you can't double back? I didn't know that.
So, if I have to isolate that...
Are you lighting up all the spaces you have to walk through?
Yes.
Oh, walk to the one above you. Wait, yeah, walk to the one above you.
I think that'll break this one.
What, the one matching neighbor? Is
Yeah,
that the end of the path then? Okay, then go right.
I think that
And
has to
start
be
by going right. Yeah. So if you fill in the bottom left one for free.
So hold on. The one in the middle has no matching neighbors.
Because you're standing on it
it
right
has to be surrounded. I used that to determine that this all has to be visited, and then this all has to be visited. In order to get
you can
through
walk right for free,
here,
right?
Yeah, in order to get through here, I would have to visit the bottom left
That's
and
what I
then
was about
snake
to tell you.
upward.
And the one directly to your right.
I'm still trying to figure out how to get started, so hold on. This one requires no matching neighbors.
No, it requires one matching neighbor.
Sorry, requires 1 matching neighbor, and I'm thinking that I cannot visit it because either the path ends on 1 matching neighbor or does not touch 1 matching neighbor.
Yeah, so you don't touch that one. I agree.
I'd have to go
And it ends on that one right
up
there, the one
and
matching
then
neighbor. Yeah.
right. So I cannot walk up. So yeah, we just do... Shit.
And the reason that didn't work is because
I don't have a way of covering all of these spaces without... We need to do it like this.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. That doesn't fix
also
anything.
doesn't work. You're right.
Might as well highlight the square to your right then. Yeah. Alright, so your issue there is take that corner out. So you have to put that corner in order to touch the space right below that one, right?
Correct.
Alright, I disagree. That's not the one. So pull that out. Put the spaces above it for a turnaround location.
But I
That
can't...
doesn't work.
No.
You can't get to there. Okay, alright. Can't put that in. The issue is you have to exit at that higher level, which means... Can you take... You cannot take the one... Yeah, okay, you can't move that one. Just ignore what I was thinking because I don't even need to specify which one it is because it's a forced move. I think I know what to do.
Yeah?
Fill that one and then fill the bottom left corner as well. Okay, before you start moving, let me make sure I know what I'm doing. Yeah, that's what I was about to tell you.
Oh,
Yeah, do
yeah,
that.
okay.
In fact, that was in my mind multiple times and I just forgot to do it.
Okay.
I was trying to tell you to do that like 3 times, then I forgot it, because I kept thinking the bottom left corner was wrong, but it wasn't. The bottom right corner is the part that I was thinking about doing wrong.
And I don't know how to do this one. I was puzzling on this first, and I figured I'd start with the one with the colored board for reasons. Because again, I can't touch these unless I end on them. So that has to be untouched. That has to be untouched.
That's not true. That's not true. You can walk out of this one. You can walk left. Well, does the square you're starting on turn white when you walk off of it? I see.
So if I leave, I can only continue from there. I cannot come back in.
See. Okay, that's what I was going to check. You can't cut out.
I can,
And the
I
square
can
you start
undo,
on starts white.
kind of, but yeah.
Oh, does walking backwards undo?
If I go to a previous cell on my path, I can trace it back to that. So
okay.
kinda.
That makes this a lot easier to reason about, actually. Okay, so let's consider which of this. So there are two options for this cell. That the one in the one flower left you. There are two options for what will be the matching dark space: the one above it or the one to its left.
Yes.
And you can't make it the one to the left because if you made it, or you can't make it the one to the left because if you did, how are you supposed to?
That might be
Actually, I
fun,
guess
actually. Because if I come into this corner and stop there, then
Okay, then how do you do the other two?
that
Because there's four of
is the
them.
question of the hour. If I go up, I can't.
Yeah, so you can't
go
enter
up.
any corner. You can enter a corner once, and then you have to stop on the one adjacent to that corner.
Yeah.
However, you start in a corner, so you should abuse the fact that you start in a corner by filling that corner. It's actually the first thing you do. Yeah, fill that corner. And then you can seal both of these off, right? They're going left. And now the issue is, how do you deal with this one up here, right?
Yeah.
Because you can't walk into that corner without blowing up that one.
And I can't light up this one to give this one only one matching neighbor without breaking it too.
Yep.
So in that case,
That's
yeah,
dead
that's
if you
still a
walk down there.
problem.
That's dead if you walk in there.
That's still a problem. Yeah, because now it's not satisfied.
Okay. Undo this. Go watch the start. Toggle the one on the right to be the one down instead of the one above. Okay. Now what happens? So you still can't walk into that corner no matter what orientation these things are in.
Correct.
Right?
Yeah, because that won't satisfy these. Yeah, how the fuck? I know this puzzle mechanic. No, fuck you, this board's ridiculous.
Well, it must be doable. It wouldn't be in the game.
I'm also trying to think what the significance is of, like, these three being a different color than that one.
What, that first one being darker?
Having a red border on its grid.
Well, there aren't any meta puzzles in here because we counted them up.
That doesn't mean that there isn't some kind of environmental bullshit.
No, but I'm just letting you know, like, we counted them up. There's no meta puzzles here.
Yeah.
445 is 100%. Yeah, why are these in white if the other ones are in red?
Yeah. I don't know.
I don't know either.
I don't know. Ugh.
I think it's just decoration. That means nothing. Of course, in a game like this, you're like, oh, that's a foolish thing to say.
Then these ones I can start the path from anywhere, but...
How do you start it? What about those holes in the middle? Those 4 dark squares?
Yeah, yeah, 4 dark squares.
Wait, but walk over them. Walk over them. Like, start on a square next to it and walk into it. See, you can...
No.
Oh, so you aren't
Because
even allowed to walk
my
through
only
either.
options are to continue from the raised ones.
Okay, so it's...
Jesus, the path is everywhere. The trick is indeed how to start.
Start on the 4. So this is the path that is a total of what? All the squares are counted up by this except one.
Except one.
Okay. And getting to the 3 is impossible unless you. Okay. Start on the 3 and cut the one out with the 4. Start standing on the 3.
Hold on a second.
You're not going to walk in the bottom right corner.
Okay, sorry, go on what? Go start on the 3?
Start on the 3, go up, left, down, around the entire edge. Ignore the one on the bottom right. Just walk on everything else.
Okay.
Is this the same thing? You can start from anywhere?
Start from anywhere, but these two are forced light, yeah.
Forced light, and that means that this is an exercise in segregating as many individual areas as possible. Meaning you're going to draw a horizontal line at the bottom.
Yeah.
I know what to do here.
Yeah.
So if you start between the 2 dots in the center, between the snake eyes, try here. Draw a path up, right. Yeah, that's what I was about to tell you to do, and then go up, left, left.
It's a skull.
Real Zelda 1 hours.
A little bit.
Like really, yeah. You're gonna have to come around to the other side.
No, I have to start.
Yeah, you have to do that.
Except not quite. Oh, piss ass.
You did the right thing, but you started in the wrong place.
Yeah, there we go. And
Excuse me,
and
what
then
the fork?
this is the reverse. Because all of this needs to end up being contiguous.
With no additional spaces.
Yes.
I was very good at this game when I played Club Penguin.
I was very good at this game when I played Link's Awakening.
Two teal 3s and 2 orange, 2s. Just draw the. Wait, what the fuck, nuts? Oh, this is actually surprisingly hard, huh?
Source will hate that. Oh, Jesus. hey, you've enjoyed the rest of this game that was very much inspired by The Witness, but did everything that did everything right. Please enjoy this bonus area that does not.
That does not what?
That does not do everything right and is just The Witness again.
Why is it just The Witness again? What's the issue?
You don't even get anything for these. That I know of. Like, there isn't...
Except for the 445, yeah.
It's just, your save file is complete. Okay.
Yeah, I'm surprised there isn't an achievement for 445. You think there would be?
Excuse me. Oh dear. Yeah, have to be isolated. Oh god. How do I isolate you? This one has to be like that. This one cannot be there. That cannot connect. Has to go there. But now this is in a 3 wide and I don't have a choice. I can't go there. It had... Ugh.
That means you need to add the additional dots from other locations into one conglomerate to get the points to be able to divide things correctly.
But
The only dots that are large enough to do that is that 1-7 right there, the big chungus.
Is that oversized already? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, it is. I don't...
No. Do that. No, undo that. Take that thing off the left, because that values a 7. Put that there. Okay. Now, cut the one off on the right. And place it to the right of it, and that's it.
Oh, shit, you're right. Okay.
No, you're done.
Okay.
I was like, oh, bottom left's a 7, top right's 3 + 2, you're done. I'm just like, the thing that really scares me about this is like, what kind of sick madman comes up with 445 pesos? It's just like profoundly unsettling to me, you know?
So the thing that gets me about this is like I was actually reading the developer blog, trying to get some insight on this. And
by the way, nice job, because that purple thing in the corner is going to cause you some issues.
Yeah.
I mean, you can connect it to the whites that are part of the wall, like that, and then just take one of its edges out.
I was reading the developer blog, and
You have to cut the other way for the 3. Okay, so that 3, light it up there, down 1, that left 1. Okay, now that 5, you're gonna fix it by, fuck, I don't, yeah, that's what I was gonna tell you to do that.
But now we're over 4.
Then change the one on the top left to connect a different way. Is that 8? No, that's 9.
That's 9 now.
Cut that out. No, because that cut kills the 5. No, take that out. That has to be not there. And then, look at cut the top left part out entirely. So the issue now is that this bottom left one can't attach to that because so that you have to have that wall there to constrain the 5, right?
Yes.
The rest of the map looks correct. Like it looks like there's no other way to do the rest of the map. So if you build up 2 from here, it doesn't work though because you end up with 5 here. 6, 7, 8 there. Should do it.
Okay.
Okay, cool. What were you saying?
I was reading the developer blog, and despite the summary of this, like, despite being able to summarize this game as, like, The Witness, but it does everything right, the developers began the game, like, praising Jonathan Blow and The Witness for its enormous successes, and, like, that's not what I expected. I did not expect you to find no problem with that game, having made a game that improves upon it in every way.
They've been like, wow, this game was amazing. Let's do that again. And then they just happen to roll lucky on not having it be ass.
Yeah. I also learned some very interesting things about Jonathan Blow that I did not know before. Or rather, the intensities that I did not know before.
I was about to say, we knew he was a dick.
Yeah, we knew he was an absolute dickhole. I did not realize the intensity with which he was an absolute dickhole.
The profundity of his cockish behavior.
Yeah. You're familiar with The Witness, yeah?
No, I have no fucking clue what it is.
It's an enormous puzzle game with a lot of, like, frankly, beautiful puzzle design, but just way too goddamn many puzzles.
Okay, so this game has the same problem of like 445 fucking puzzles.
There's more puzzles in The Witness. There's like 700 something.
Okay.
The bit that really the bit of The Witness that really got me as being just too goddamn much is like this treehouse area where there's bridges between tree houses, and rather than solving a puzzle and extending a bridge, every tile of the bridge is its own puzzle. Which is just like such horse shit. It's like, there's a mechanic for this area. Now, in order to go 1 foot, solve a puzzle. Congratulations, solve another puzzle to go another foot. Like, I hate you. Eventually, the player is shown that environmental puzzles exist, and you can find a whole ass pile of environmental puzzles everywhere. Oh, hello, Lee.
Shit.
Yeah, you can find a whole bunch of environmental puzzles everywhere. The game seems to be teaching you to, like, you know, look for these patterns. The world is made of these patterns. Look for these patterns, recognize these patterns, etc., etc. Eventually, after solving, I think it's 5 of the major areas, you unlock the final area, which is another level of horseshit on top of itself. And if you manage to solve that, the final challenge is a doorway where you have to solve 2 randomly generated puzzles, in that they are different every time you attempt them. And why would you need to attempt them more than once? Well, you're on a time limit.
Just for the last area, right?
For the last door before you get to the mystical elevator, which carries you into the sky like some kind of Willy Wonka bullshit. And
so you're telling me the last thing in the game is just a time limit?
Not quite. The doorway to the elevator area has that time limit with the 2 randomly generated puzzles, and then the final area has a bunch of stuff that are like the mechanics that you've already seen, but the puzzles are wrapped around a pillar, so their left and right edges loop since they're a torus now. Or a cylinder
cool.
now. Which is actually kind of cool, but it only shows up there unless you're doing the meta shit. Anyway, you get in the elevator, and it whisks you off into the sky, and the elevator takes you, the player, carefully back to where you started the game, and you get to look at the landscape and all the puzzles that you've solved as they turn themselves off, and you are put back where you started, and all of your work is undone.
What are you supposed to do at that point?
You're back at the beginning of the game.
Oh, so the ending of the game is just the game resets?
No, the ending of the game is it puts you back in the beginning, and you do it again and again until you realize that that's not the point. The message of the game about looking for patterns with the environmental puzzles that repeat the pattern in its environment is not to look for patterns in your environment. They're not there. Isn't Jonathan Blow a philosophical genius?
Wait, so you're telling me that the witness's only ending is a total loop, and the point of the game is to teach you to not overanalyze your environment?
The point of his carefully crafted environment is to not overanalyze your environment, yes. If you do eventually find the correct environmental puzzle, which is missable if you start the game wrong, and I'm not going to explain that right now, but like, if you there is an alternate ending in which you are treated to a hidden area behind the scenes, in game implied to be the like residents of the gods that crafted this world that the character inhabits. But that behind the scenes area of the gods is literally just the developers talking themselves up. Like it's just a lounge and there's developer commentary in there, and it's like, yes, we are the gods of this world. Isn't that interesting? And if you follow that path to the end, you get to see a first-person video of Jonathan Blow taking out a catheter. Because you see...
It's somebody's kink!
Because you see the entirety of The Witness, and the reason it was designed by the gods/developers is... it's a VR simulation, and The Witness you've been playing has been this person who's been, like, in VR on his couch for some unknown length of time with a catheter in and, like, a feeding tube and bullshit, and they wake up from this simulation where they were in this simulation to try and find enlightenment, and it didn't work, because the message of the game is there is no enlightenment, there is no pattern, don't look for it.
That's just what they want you to think.
Jesus fucking Christ.
It's such horseshit. And so, the most surprising thing about Taiji is that
the devs thought The Witness was pretty cool.
Is that the devs thought The Witness was excellent. And it's like,
and
what?
To make another puzzle game.
You've made another puzzle game with massively better features all around. And you liked The Witness. It's...
I'm so confused.
But yeah, just kind of what's striking me about this final area is that it feels like The Witness rearing its ugly head again, where it's like, welcome to the bonus area that gets you nothing.
Okay, well,
which, I mean, not everything has to get you something, but it feels a little peculiar that this doesn't. You know?
I don't have any further commentary.
Like, the island was very clearly made out of faces before, but there's just a lot of faces in there.
I did not realize there were faces everywhere else. Damn, that's actually kind of cool.
Oh, yeah, there's a ton. There was a pair I noticed earlier, actually.
So if we're talking about, not finding patterns everywhere, is intentionally making the entire island out of faces another reference to The Witness of, like, you're seeing faces everywhere? Because remember, faces are the most human brain recognizable thing. Humans will see faces in everything, including places where faces aren't.
Yup. Here's another pair of faces. The one on the left has a beard and the waterfall's running over their noses.
Okay.
They're everywhere. This whole island is made out of men.
I mean... as long as they're all decoration, I guess it's fine.
Yeah. Isle of Mans. I don't know. I think I may be done with Taiji on streams, at least. I appreciate that this area exists, but fuck off a bit.
I can go look up if anything happens when you beat it.
Sure.
Yeah, I might go do that.
In the meantime, let me ascend into Rainbow Heaven again, just to wrap things up. Get back to gameplay here. Whee! Oh, Oz, did you ever play Braid? One of Jonathan Blow's other works?
I've heard of it.
It's a metaphor for the atomic bomb.
Give me a minute while I keep looking this shit up.
How is it a metaphor for the atomic bomb? Fuck you, it just is.
Okay, you definitely already did that. I have found an extremely detailed full playthrough of Taiji with most of these videos having 10 views.
Oh dear.
Which is fine because the guy actually 100%'s the game.
Okay.
Alright, so okay, so 2 Oh, so this guy actually, there were some other things outside of that area that he hadn't done yet, and you have done everything outside of that area, to my understanding.
Oh geez. Okay.
So I'm looking at his last episodes. Okay, so the black ending is identical. So he ends the game 3 times.
3 times.
Yeah, so that's the first ending he gets is black,
Yep.
right? And he destroys the the universe with the black space. And then he does the entire underground area with the head. He does the head in the center, and seemingly nothing happens. Yeah, he does everything in the secret area, and it looks like nothing happens. I'm gonna see when he triggers. So then he triggers the black ending again. I want to see if anything different happens, because he thinks of that essentially.
Okay.
It's exactly the same. And then he triggers then his last video is how to get the white ending.
Okay.
where he then explains all the meta puzzles and like has like a bunch of like overlays. He took screenshots of everything and is like showing his Steam screenshots image to say like, this is how you're supposed to figure this out.
Oh, good heavens.
So this video itself is 45 minutes of him doing the white ending, and then he gets the white ending, which I'm now going to watch in escalated speed, obviously, because I've already seen it. And all the people respawn and everything, right? Like that's what's
Yep.
supposed to happen.
Yep. And then one of them ominously hovers over that one marker switch and flies off the cliff. And I don't know what's up with that, if anything.
Yep, that still happens, and nothing changes.
Okay.
Yep. All right. So I checked, and there is no content. He 100%ed the waterfall area and got 445 from what I can see, and there's no content.
Well, damn.
A little bit disappointing, but let's see if I can see him opening his saves or not. See, it says 445. Yeah, all right. Okay. All right, confirmed there is nothing else there.
Weird. All right.
A whole extra area that isn't needed for anything.
Yeah.
I almost feel like it might have been the dumping ground for things that were too hard.
Very possible. I mean, there was an option in the settings to like highlight guest puzzles, and I'm curious how many of them in the final area were guest puzzles, like submitted by somebody. But who can say?
That is kind of a neat distinction, actually.
But yeah, the witness is about realizing that the patterns are not there in this very definitely purposefully created elegant world.
Well, this game forces you to find all the meta puzzles and solve all the meta puzzles to get the white ending.
Yeah. And yeah, as I was saying, Braid is apparently a metaphor for the atomic bomb somehow, but don't worry
Any
about
strong
that too much.
justification for that? Or just don't worry about it. It's nonsense.
Blow says you didn't get it. It's one of those things that gets aped on in a lot of other games from people that are aware of Jonathan Blow. In particular, Eversion. There's an achievement you get in Eversion that's just called Metaphor for the Atomic Bomb, and it's got the, like, Face Punch Studios lol face on it.
Oh my god.
And it's just there. It's just a thing you get if you do a secret thing. And I don't know, I just kind of love that.
It doesn't do anything. It's just there.
Yep.
Oh my god.
Oh, what do I want to do right now? With the last, like, 15 minutes.
I don't have any suggestions.
Noita!
Oh god.
Want some impromptu Noita?
How are you gonna play 15 minutes of Noita?
It'll be very quick, I swear. have a few mods still. Just gonna round things out with some casual noise real fast. It'll be fine. Unless the game crashes before I even start. That'll be a nice change. There we go. Go to options. Hey. All right. So, Oz.
Oh god, what is it?
Pick a number from 1 to 5.
3.
Great. One of the mods I have installed is Everybody Loves LARPA.
What does that mean?
It grants every projectile, whether it's yours or enemies,
The LARPA effect.
a particular LARPA effect, and you chose the 3rd of 5.
I picked one of the LARPas.
Yes. Well, I picked up one of the 5 when you told me to, but I don't think you were connected for that point.
No, I was not paying attention.
How many orbs do I need? 1?
We'll just go to the... Oh, it's that LARPA. Great.
Yeah. So yeah, every projectile fired by anyone will do that now.
So you're gonna die instantly as soon as, like, someone throws dynamite.
But on the flip side, my bombs are hilarious.
I guess that counts for some definition of hilarious. Did you just pick telekinetic kick so that you could yeet around in this minecart? Like, was that all planned from the beginning?
I mean, I saw it there, so I felt like I had to.
This really is troll physics. You're just, like, picking yourself up. So that
Like that. Whee! Aw, why does it slow down so much? This is...
It didn't slow down. You just can't tell how fast you're going because you're in the sky. You're going pretty fast if you look at the map.
fair. I feel like I can actually make this go a lot faster without telekinetic kick.
I'm not going to be voting, by the way, so I'm going to let Chaos and or the chat members make decisions.
No, that's fine. I have been playing this casually with just kind of letting that run and pick random things to happen to me. You know, as practice. I hope I don't polymorph into a hellworm while I'm trying to ride a minecart.
Get bad news.
Why? Ah! Oh wait, this is the lava lake. I need to move.
You know how to control the hellworm.
Not well enough. How are you gonna play 15 minutes of Noita like that?
Hey, actually, you're not dead.
Yeah, I just need some liquid to put me out. Hey, bleed for me.
I think you survived being on the fire.
Alright, cool.
Oh, nice start to the game.
Yep. Sure.
This can't possibly go wrong. What the hell was all that shit down there?
I can't sell you to that, can I? I got a new cellar and a shop re-roller, and there's also a potion shop embedded in these places now. Okay.
Don't use that one, by the way.
It's got protection though.
Oh.
Unfortunately,
Yeah, no.
Unfortunately, the ones cast by LARPA do not have protection.
Yeah, and it's a polymorphing coated saw blade, so.
Yeah. It does home in on people, but I still think it would probably be quite bad to unleash that upon me. Is that better?
Just make a chainsaw. They put chainsaw on 3, so it does. Oh, it doesn't do anything
It doesn't
funny.
do it fast enough. I can fix that real quick. Generally, I don't like to start crafting until I have some, like, actually decent stuff to put into it, but this run's not going to be that long.
That's exactly what I had in mind.
Sure.
That's decent stuff.
Yeah, why not?
You have decent stuff now.
What's in you?
260 mana per second seems pretty useful.
Yeah.
What could possibly go wrong? That's a lot of fucking damage. Holy shit.
260 mana per second.
Now you gotta do like a.
Oh, that was the
speed
bomb. All right.
Well, great job. You blew it up.
That's fine.
Wait, how fast can you shoot this?
Pretty fast.
Epic gaming. Those all suck.
Fine. Sure, I'll take the homunculus.
Oh my god, this little bullet's going fucking everywhere. Holy shit.
Every projectile!
You just almost got obliterated by that ice chunk. Holy shit. Now that's a health pickup right there. I don't want to get that.
Yeah, I'm working on... Oh.
You were not working on it.
How are you gonna play 15 minutes of Noida? Exactly like that.
You're a dead motherfucker.
Yeah. Alright, well that's gonna do it for stream day.
It's very easy to get yourself killed in Dota in 15 minutes.
Yeah. Oh. Wait till you see this happen. Oh, it didn't happen. Wait, does the LARPA only work while I'm alive? It might only work while I'm alive. Alright, well, whatever.
You know, I heard that thing that fired and I was excited and then nothing happened. It was extremely disappointing.
Yeah, thanks everybody for being here for the end of streamed Taiji and a little bit of Noida. This brings Fridays to the end of the 4-show loop. So, excuse me. That means that next week will, instead of being my shenanigans on this channel, it will instead be one stream on the other channel, because that's how my schedule has to work right now. Tomorrow, however, I had been playing Super Metroid Subversion on Saturdays. Oz, have you experienced that yet?
No.
Well, then it's going to be very difficult for me to summarize what's happening tomorrow.
I'll just leave. No.
You don't have to leave. Oh, okay. Well, fine. But yeah, we finished it last time. We finished for real. We finished 100%ing Super Metroid Subversion and unlocked second quest, which is a thing apparently. So I guess we're gonna poke at that a little bit. Maybe do a whole nother playthrough of Super Metroid Subversion. I guess we'll see what has to happen. But yeah. Thank you for being here for tonight. That's gonna do it for me. Who's live? Jesus, nobody I follow. Actually, wait, no. One person I follow. Okay. Gonna send just a couple of us over that away. Sure, that works. That's a Noida one. I recognize it. Alright. Using that thing. See you tomorrow around 3 p.m. CST for somehow still continuing this one particular Super Metroid hack. And otherwise, I'll see you next week. Have a good night. Bye.